That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got it low.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They want to run it left here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to pass. It's Wood. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a... Trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
Got the back over the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Here's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being complete.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going for the big play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might already knock them out already, Paul.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You just wonder if that last interception the quarterback threw last drive is starting to affect him and what he's seeing right now. He's seeing ghosts. Doesn't look very confident throwing the football. He's lucky the defense dropped that last throw.
Trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy.
They get enough flush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff, being we used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's the handoff. Just trucks through it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, I think if I'm the quarterback, I'm probably not throwing at this linebacker anymore. That's now already his second pick in this game. He's been doing an outstanding job in coverage. I think if you're the QB, you got to start avoiding him.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it.
And he's running in the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They're going back to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Makes one man miss. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field, game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finds his back in the middle. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quickly complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Off the play fake. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. To the air, it's Alford. Trying to get behind the defense. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Great tough running by the running back, low to the ground, continues to drive his legs and push the pile to get that first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
On second down, wants to throw it. Makes the catch. Touchdown Sooners. And the punishment has been extended. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. The give to the back. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Alford. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he'll bring it back. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Looking to throw, it's Alford. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Slings it downfield. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown Sooners! And the pummeling has started. Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
It's a reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Alford. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Fires to the tight end. Got room at the 35. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff,